One moment, we'll be getting in here in a minute. There's my manager. Make sure y'all can hear me. Y'all can. To the manager. Hello and welcome back to Fortnite with Sephiroth TX. I haven't been on in a while. I've been doing shit. Honestly, I don't think I've uploaded my last stream to YouTube, which is not good. I'll fix that later. Oh goodness, that was a burp. What is there to say? There isn't much to say right now. I'm just kind of been working. When I'm not working, I've been writing. I'm writing some of the third book to the series, the Bite series. As you may or may not know, if you catch this video, those of you who watch, I am a writer by heart. It is my want to be a big time writer, to at least sustain a big enough following that I can help sustain my life, and that even if I'm stuck in retail forever on the other side, with the help of writing, I can afford a place to live and food, because retail alone can't do that, and right now writing alone can't do that. But if I can have both sustain me about as good as the other one, then I can have stuff. I can pay to get cheap food here, and he won't have to eat the table scraps because he's so skinny, right? Because all you eat is table scraps that fall on the floors while you're always munching on my chips, and it's not because you just have the heart of a doggo, huh? Look up to Drones, my ginger boy. But anyway, all seriousness, I am a writer. I write horror shorts. I write my main novel series is a dark fantasy, werewolf centric, queer centric story with violence and sex in it. And if you like that kind of thing, it's there. It is. Um, so with that, if you want to go ahead and check out Bite of the Moon, it's currently for sale $5 ish on uh, uh, electronic. There you go, and $14 in paperback if you're one of those who can't read electronics, eye issues or whatnot. Um, it would be appreciated. Go read it and then tell me what you think either here live or on my Facebook page. That is my official author page. Um, Other than that, it is the end of Pride. It is the 29th. If you aren't aware, the 28th is called Stonewall Day. That is the day that those cops marched into that New York gay bar, abused those gay people, and we finally said, fuck you, and fought back. And we went on a 33-ish day riot / protest. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But first, this is going to come out tomorrow, and I thought we'd just look over it since I won't be showing tomorrow. This is our new, okay, let's go to preview style so she stops switching. This is our new, my brain's not working. The fuck is it called? Crew member pass. And it's Isabel again. She's been reskinned, and she's got her hair down, purple, gold, or red-ish, pinkish. I don't know. And some summery colors all around her. Her first outfit has her in an orange wrap and a blue bathing suit. Her next one has sort of a shimmery white wrap and a pink bathing suit. Oh, her makeup color changes too from dark to white, silverish. Actually, silver. Her glasses change? Yes, they do. A lot of things change. Hell, her hair color changes. Damn, people. Her flower even changes. She got just like regular dark hair now. Her tattoos change because that wouldn't make much sense now, but her shoes do. Then finally, she has the black outfit, which if you are in Texas, you will not be wearing a black swimsuit. Even if it's that small of a swimsuit, it's going to absorb all the sun and feel like hot. She's got pink tips over here with black hair. Her makeup's gone pink, and she's got a pink kind of wavy wrap. Very cute. I like it. The design's very nice and roll with. I don't know if. Hold on. Okay, so it shows the belly, except for in here. It still shows the belly, but it's see-through thing, which kind of adds to the sensuality of it all. But that said, it's a very nice costume with 3 different forms changing so much on her. I'd give it a good old 7.5. It's not quite awesome enough for me to earn up there in the 8s, 9s, and 10s. You gotta like really get up there or somehow impress me, but it's good. Also comes with a back bling, which does not change styles. Oh, that's a little disappointing. I mean, it's not terrible, but honestly, this is a blue thing that matches her blue shirt, and if it's on the others color styles, it's gonna freak out. And the same with these guys. And her tool are bubble wands, and they do blow bubbles when you hit things with them. I just wanted to make sure. If you didn't know, you get Rocket Pass League. Now, starting tomorrow, we have a time limited benefit, and it's furry. And if you don't recognize some of this guy, he is basically the very first furry costume that was in Fortnite, the Orange Fox. Awesome facial animations. This is basically a rewrap of them. I don't know if it'll let me go into them. We'll see. Yeah, it does. So it's like the why does that say 7 out of 6 stages unlocked? I unlocked an extra stage. It's like the backpack. That one also says 7 out of 6 stages. I think someone in Fortnite can't count. But it's like these guys where as you own the crew pass longer, you get more stuff unlocked. Stage 1, which apparently I already unlocked, I just got today, was not gonna let me see it. Was a spray, a emote I'm never gonna use, and a banner I'm probably never gonna get around to using. I may use it on him. He's a furry skin. They usually just end up in my permanents anyway. Stage 2, which will happen on 6/30, which is wait tomorrow. That can't be right. I guess this unlocks tomorrow. I guess this was just like, hi, here you go. This unlocks tomorrow according to this. It is the 6th month, right? I'm not crazy. It is 6/29, or am I crazy? 7 p.m., 6:30. Unlock this. Looks like gun wrap and lobby track, which will probably be censored. Who knows? He's got a hammer a month after. You get a backbling, which looks a lot like the other guy's backbling, but with blue liquid slash energy in it. And then you get Volpez is his name. And unfortunately, I can't look at him. It won't let me go in and see anything about him. But it's basically every skin of our Orange Fox. It looks cool though, his Arctic Fox look, and got blue eyes, blue glowy eyes. So cool. There is a can I get in here? Is it in here by any chance? Oh, by the way, Yennefer and Siri are out. Took me a minute to remember Siri's name. And they have some like special levels you can earn their emotes from. You know, the emotes we never use. So if you're really into The Witcher, they're there. I'm not like the hugest Witcher fan, and honestly, I gotta save money. My son wants a really cool toy for birthday I can't afford. I'm sorry. Is the can I get into the map? Shit. Can I please go to the map? There we go. Why am I seeing things like I haven't been on the map in a while? Look, right here. This... Is that not blurred out? Am I crazy? Like, this is blued out. This is blued out. What's going on here? I went to these blued out places to grab some EXP and figure out why they're blued out. So we're going to do a little investigation first. Since it is the end of Pride, we are going to stick with the Pride costumes today. This is the last day we'll be doing this, which is why this guy is blue-pink. Yeah. And we're going to talk a little bit about Pride stuff still. After we get through looking around these blue areas, or whatever the heck they're there, we'll come back in and figure out what to do on quests. We'll be here for at least 2 hours, no less than 2 hours. I I don't think I'll go more than 2 hours, honestly, but we'll see. See. Ooh. Human remains have likely been recovered in the Titan submersible. It's interesting. There's not going to be much of them left. If they implode, at that depth, squishy human bodies would have been imploded along with the sub. The best they're going to find is maybe something that's protected by a piece of the sub, and they got some shredded remains left, but it ain't going to be much. So anyway, yesterday was the beginning of Stonewall Day. It was Stonewall Day, and then through the first technically was the time of the riot. Now, interesting concept. Interesting concept I point out. Interesting concept conservatives are evil always points out is the idea of protests and riots. Now, if you go to any news forum, especially if they're in control of the people you're protesting, rioting against, they'll always hear, "Why are they such volatile protesters and rioters?" Or you'll hear, "These people were protesting illegally. They didn't have a permit." And I always find that really kind of funny. It's like, that is against the basic idea of an actual protest, or collective for that matter. The idea of a protest is to get in a way to cost money to a group of people in an effort to, oh look, it's not blue anymore. I don't know why it was blue. Huh. We'll go ahead and land here, see if something happens. Kind of rock down here in the middle of the water looks weird. Oh good, a noisy one. Oh, it's just a rock. That's just a big ass boulder. I don't know, I guess I could just, leap off the cliff here. Yeah, nothing happened. Nothing new. Okay, let's talk a bit and then we'll leap. So, of course someone will push me off and feel really good about it. So the idea of a protest, and of course the idea of a riot, which is never sanctioned, is to not have it sanctioned. The reason we got rights and the reason we got Pride Month is because our queer ancestors, if you want to, people before my time, got out there and they went crazy because these cops were abusing them in bars. They dragged some trans people and some queer people out of this bar in New York. The people, the surrounding community, both gay and gay ally, got pissed off, started being violent, started going to the streets, breaking stuff, burning things. They started protesting across the entire country, and none of these were sanctioned, and none of these were permitted, and they were against the police, and the police saw this massive movement against them, and the corporations saw this massive movement against this government. They puppeted, and they were seeing losses in both sales and property costs, and that is why suddenly being gay was no longer wholly illegal across the whole U.S., and it was wrong to start arresting people just because they were gay clubs. And that helped move us towards a more queer, accepting society, if you don't count the current Nazi issue we're having this season. And it's what eventually got homosexuality legalized in all the states, with Texas and Florida and a few other more Nazi-friendly states holding out for the longest time. And it was the reason we ended up getting gay marriage. And it wasn't because we were in sanctioned protest. It wasn't because we got a permit and stood off the side of the road and went, "We want gay rights." It was because our people went out there and broke the fucking law. And that's the thing about protests. It's got to be one that breaks the law. It can't be sanctioned. Back in the Wall Street issue, when Wall Street was destroying the world, or, was always destroying the world, when people were actually protesting it, there were two types of protests. There were permitted protests, where people were on, yards or in a park protesting across the street, and they didn't get in the way. There was no traffic held up. Wall Street saw them across the street and went, because it wasn't hurting them. This didn't hurt Wall Street. Then we had the people who were trying to hurt Wall Street, who would protest, get in the way, stop traffic, surround their buildings, and they were arrested because they were not having a permitted protest. And guess which one was more effective? Of course, nothing really happened. Wall Street's still the piece of shit it is. But if all the people who had done the permitted protest had just torn up those permits and surrounded and got into the place they were protesting, yes, that should have happened. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, that sounds a lot like January 6th. No, it doesn't. Because we're talking about protesting and maybe a little bit of riots. We're not talking about terrorist attacks. The thing about protests and even riots is there's not targeting of people to kill and or overthrow right off the bat. It's not a anti-government action for anarchist means or for evil means in the form of the Nazis who ran January 6th. Yes, sometimes they get violent. Sometimes the violence is stupid. Sometimes the violence isn't even related. But you don't see Black Lives Matters showing up with zip ties ready to haul out congressmen to the gallows, do you? Even the fake Black Lives Matter people who did most of the rioting, who were actually mega Nazis, didn't even attempt that at the time. Though they probably could have made Black Lives Matter look worse if they did. The fact that most of them were white boys would have been a little awkward. He's here. Mud Warrior. See how long he lasts up here. So yeah. Protests are meant to be in the way. I never really supportive of riots. Riots really, they get things done, but they're always questionable, and you always have authorities putting down the riots. Protests, in the other words, standing in the middle of the highway, standing in the middle of the road, just standing peacefully in the middle of the way and costing money that way. That's perfect. Yes, Stonewalls were riots, and yes, it got us our way. And yes, I understand that was necessary. And yes, civil rights was both protests and riots. And yes, that got us working towards civil rights because it costs money not to. Shit, I was gonna see if I could finish him off. Jump scare if that was a person. Oh no, what is canceled in? Canceled Netflix fan favorite makes a surprising return. Huh? Better be fucking Cowboy Bebop. Oh, Warrior Nun. The fuck is Warrior Nun? Fuck you. Cowboy Bebop back. Bunch of unfanboy weebs. You heard me. But wait, cover yourself with kinetic ore? That sounds diseased. So, the map. The map. Yeah, still blue in those areas. Was that finally moved the blue over, or was I earlier? Ah. Well, you know, whatever. Get out of here. Let's go to weekly. Thank the bus driver, then search a chest. Okay. Should be easy. So what do we talk about today? If y'all are there, y'all can run the... If anyone shows up, y'all can run the whole idea of whatever we're going to talk about today. Why is my chat not open? Let's talk about real life queer things, I guess. But not so much detrimental stuff we were talking about before. So we've been through some fictional character stuff. That was fun. What about real people, like... You people over on YouTube that watch this, and if you're queer, who helped you, inspired you to keep being who you are? Being the little gay boy or girl you are? um, both in real life and in fiction. I'd like to note one person, and the guy probably doesn't remember me. I want to say he was my age and in my class, and he was in high school, and his name was Conrad. Conrad was one of the few out kids in high school. Remember, until my graduation year 2003, it was illegal to be gay in Texas. Just saying you were gay wasn't enough for Texas to erase you. That's what they're trying to do nowadays, to arrest you. But it was enough if you had any kind of gay intercourse, you could be arrested. And yes, people need to understand teen kids do have sex in high school. A bunch of Christians want to go, well, it can't happen. It's wrong. It's a sin. But it happens. I had sex in high school. Everybody in high school having sex. It had nothing to do with experience. Love people having sex in high school. It happens. That aside, well, because we got lost there, way sidetracked, so none of the Conrad. Conrad was one of the only people I knew out in high school. He was always raked to the mud for it by adults and people who weren't his friends. And I always admired him for how he took it. He was a little angry sometimes, but that's because of how he was treated. But at the same time, he was very, very mature about it most of the time. And he took it a lot better than I think I would have took it if I was him. And out at the time, I was a little closeted queer boy until I was senior, and then I just took out the closet and told my best friend and his brother. And they took it very well. But Conrad, you're out there. You were awesome, man. You helped me realize you could be queer, even in Texas. What other things inspired me? I used to read a lot of comics. There was this comic I can't remember, and the surmise was there's like queer couples and queer friends, and someone in the mix had a child, and it was a comic book, and it was very queer friendly, and it was kind of dry humor, not like sarcastic, rude, dry humor like Rick and Morty, but more like just dry, mature humor. I always kind of like the sardonic, dry humor, like you'll find a lot of Garfield comic books of back in the day. Sardonic. Did I thank the bus driver before I did this? Did I thank the bus driver, or do I have to kill myself if I do it again? Big break. There we go. He's praying for him. But I honestly don't remember the name of the comic book. I do know that my high school sweetheart stole it. You're watching out there. I know you have it still, probably, unless you lost it. You also stole my Dragon Ball. That's it. I'm just joshing. Honestly, there weren't a lot of out queer people back in the early mid-90s because of how people treated them. There's more these days. I'm glad there's more people being comfortable with it these days. But back then there wasn't. Oh, hello, Consprintal. Thank you for the follow. It's been actually a month since I got a follow. I am up to 193. We might break 200 sometime this year. We are now this. Now this guy is DJ Belvin. Is not queer, but he is a hardcore queer ally. That's why all his clothes are queer-centric. Pride-centric. I appreciate Pride allies. I know a lot of people are like, Pride is not for the allies. You know what? Fuck yes it is. Sorry. But if it wasn't for the Pride allies, we wouldn't have Pride. Hello. They were out there marching with us. They were out there fighting. They were out there punching Nazis. They may not like be queer, but they're our family. Appreciate them, guys. Now I think the bus driver. And now I go. I think this place had a blue mark on it. I didn't see any XP pop up when I hit the other place. It was marked blue on the other map, so I'll try and pay more attention here. Of course, there were gay things in the 90s and early 2000s when it was less okay. In the 80s, we had the Golden Girls. The Golden Girls were famously pro and queer, okay, and made some cute joke. I think it was Golden Girls that made the pan joke. When pansexual wasn't even really a recognized word. I'm pretty sure it was Golden Girls. I may be misremembering, but the joke went, one of them was like, he's a pansexual, and the other lady's like, he wants to have sex with my pans? Now, that kind of thing back in the 80s, if I'm thinking of the correct show, kind of hardcore. Quest done. Why does that say 2 out of 3? Why does that say 2 out of 3? What is the other quest? I have to do it again. Can I just search another chest, or do I have to thank the bus driver and search chest again? Probably the former. You know what, we're gonna do this the cheaty way, since we're just running through and talking. We're not trying to win, we're just gaining the XP and finish it. If you're trying to wonder what I'm doing, you haven't seen me play enough. I haven't done this the whole kill myself and do the quest in a while, but woo! There you go, people. Whole bunch of stuff. Ready up one more time. My ears. Of course, there were always famous people, I guess. One people mistakenly get is Prince, and I would say no. Don't honor Prince during Alley. A lot of people like Prince because Prince was kind of the first to dress non-conforming, to make dressing non-conforming toward just size kind of popular. A lot of people thought he was one of us, and he at least allied with us if he wasn't queer himself, and he dressed like a non-binary person. If you don't count the crazy dresses, he had like that one pants where his ass hung out, turns like whatever floats your boat there. I guess it's cool. That was cool. But I saw a interview, and I want to always say maybe I've got this in a wrong. Maybe I saw this wrong, but I have seen it several times now, and there's never been a change in context. And in this interview, he's talking with someone fairly, mid-late in age, not quite towards the death, but not quite too early, I don't think. And he's talking about gay people, and he starts whipping out Christian bullshit, talking about how the world was flooded because of gay people. It was wrong, it was a sin, and it must have been a shock for other people to hear. Fucking shock to me, and I wasn't even that big of a fan of them. I mean, I like When Doves Cry, and that might be my only song I really care for. But honestly, just think that this guy might have been allied or imaginary ally to some people. he turned out just to be some Indian douche. And maybe someone can provide context with me for me out of something I haven't seen. Maybe he was just quoting the Bible because people quote the Bible at him. But as far as I've seen in all the context I've seen it in, he's just being kind of right. Honestly, what has happened to my Twitch? So weird. My Twitch turned itself off. That's a cool sounding lighter. Because it's purple blue, that's why I have this out. She should have bright colors on her, but I can't see which ones. It looks like it's the glowy ones. Pink and blue on the back for us bisexuals. Pink and blue on the glider. Honestly, other than that one thing we got in the PlayStation, which may have been queer-centric, surprising lack of shit from for us from our California friends over here in Epic. And yes, I realize they once did it out of season. Maybe they can do it out of season again. Who knows? But you would think that during a hard time where we're being attacked constantly by Nazis, they would stand with us against the Nazis. Well, what's the point of standing with us if you're not going to stand with us when it's hard to stand with us? Don't freak out about it. Press that. Okay, I got enough freaking machine guns. This is where this all left. Oh, rum shotgun in this place. And, oh. Quest number 2. Travel distance sliding covered in mud. Okay, so those are so loud. Everything's so loud. Look. What? Is that purple? That's purple. I haven't been in any of those. I don't know what they gave you. Okay, quest. Damage opponents with assault rifles. Okay. Let's get them. Go get them, get them. I got a level up. I also think I need to set up my a thing I got last time I was on here. I never set up. I did not see him come out anywhere. I don't think it was the soldier thing. Okay, let's go here. Queen, of course, was one. Queen was, of course, Kristen Drake. The main singer was gay. Actually was one of the victims of the '80s AIDS pandemic, I believe. It was '80s, right? Okay, first things first. Let's get in here. Battle pass this up. Yeah, 15. Ooh, okay, get this. Yeah, let's get this. That gives us 8, 3. Gives us 5. No, 3. 2. Excuse me. And the next time we'll come in and we have 9. Okay, so locker-wise, by the way, first things first, let's go ahead and get this all set up. We have this one now. This one will open up. She's on what's her name's tank. So either she's just chilling on it, or she's part of the group that helped rescue and find her alongside the other dude. That maybe they're working together. Who knows? She's in her more tropical camo gear, I guess. Cool. Of course this, but I don't have her tropical color yet, so whatever. What's this? Did I get like an emote or some shit? Oh, I got the Vibrant Axe, the Venom Riff. Venom instead of Magma. So Magma's turned into Venom. Like she's got 2 sides where she's changing allegiances or something. Going from, I don't know, Fire King to whoever runs Venoms and Snakes and stuff like that. That said, in our locker, for our very last guy we have here, this guy, I think, did we ever set him up with his colorful form? The blue, green, that's it, right? Yeah, so we unlocked his colorful form, so let's go ahead and unlock that real quick. And we'll go ahead and do a mask off him. Well, that doesn't matter because I still don't have the other version of that. Great, what did I do that for? I might change those around once I unlock those if I remember. So long. Okay. Was that it that I had recently? I know I liked her, but did I set her up? I don't know. Oh, we got Blue Demon Lady. Cool. Okay, so I don't have Blue Demon Lady. Okay, I did get Bunny set up. She's the one that you could buy from the, I believe, the PlayStation. She may have been, I don't remember if she was free or viable. She was either free or cheap, I don't remember. But she's the closest thing I've got to some Pride mention with her hair and stuff like that. This is her backbling. I don't know, spray paint mouse? Dead mouse spray paint? This stuff doesn't belong to her, I just added it to her since she looked like a Pride skin. But, that said, let's go ahead and set up our Demon Lady. Her skins are Coldest Circles. Coldest Circle of Hell. I'm gonna hit cold and see what happens, not Coke. So, as you know, we already have her. She's one of my mains, actually. I will not be adding the blue to the main, only one. Thank you. Per skin. That's why I only have one Chaos Agent up there, I think. But this is basically a icy reskin of her, but it does more than just, change her color. You can see the textures on her are more rough and rigid and icy looking, and she shines as well. So they fully retextured her rather than just recoloring her. Her eyeball on the back looks very similar to the original, I believe, but it's blue. I don't. I can't tell if that's just cracked ice or if it always had bloodshot eye. I don't remember. That makes it look like cracked ice there. Very cool. His iris always kind of freaked me out because iris is mechanical. But then our irises are just threads that, now that I'm hitting towards 40, float around in my eye, so whatever. Yep, that's right. You get older, your eye starts falling apart. Isn't that fun? Feels like cold is also going to bring up all ice Midas stuff. We got her pickaxe. I cannot zoom in on this. It's weird. I cannot zoom on any of these. It's basically the same thing as her other axe. It's blue. It's got frosted tips because of the metal in most of these cold things. Or either we're still not entirely sure if the cold is a disease / power that is contagious and or unlockable, created maybe by the Ice King, or if these are just constructs that are copies of the original. I still lean towards the infection because I want some kind of infection to happen here, and since the darkness was mostly made to be just copies, it appears that it has to be the fire and the ice that become the infection. And it would mean that certain people who were once fire are being turned over, so this demon lady was now maybe working for the Ice King? Whether that's against her her will is unknown. She has no. So I have anything icy to give her? Do you have her icebound? We do. I'm not have the ice dragon. Do I only have the fire dragon? I think I do. We're going to go through this here. Stuff. This isn't bad. I could use this enough. It's not icy, but whatever. I don't know what I'm doing. I have like maybe 20 of these. This is still the smallest list I have. But I do have an early one that was like ice crystals. There it is. That's good for her. Finally. I don't think... What did I just do? That was weird. I don't think I got anything for her. Oh, I did. I think I got anything for her, right? Yeah, right there. Nothing new here. Here. I mean, plenty new there, but whatever. Let's see if I get any ice in here. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, good. I don't think I did. Can you give her sunglasses? Or you just can't see them? Can't wait till this season comes in. Yeah, she has no eyes, so probably, so they're gonna give her sunglasses to put over it. Oh, what the hell, I like that one a lot. I know it's not very icy, but maybe it works towards, at this point, I'm just trying to get through it. Hey, save as new. I'm just gonna call her ice. I'll call her cold since she's, I'm trying to spell Coke again. Okay, and I think that's it on new people now. That I haven't changed about. I already have anything new on her. Nothing else new on him. And nothing really new on her. Back to the queer mix. Ah, Bubblegum Girl. Quests are damage people with assault rifles. So we're gonna go into actually. It's clearing out the blue as I land in places. I don't know what's going on. Oh, the hell! It changes around every time I go back and forward. I think the game might be broken. Anyway, since this is hurt people with assault rifles, we want to hurt people with assault rifles in the easiest place to just to hurt people with assault rifles, and that is Team Rumble. Bubblegum Lady. To notate that Bubblegum Lady's original costume was one of my first favorite costumes. Just the way the leggings looked and stuff looked really cool. That said, I also got my only real glitch I ever got in this game from her costume, where her skirt was stuck and it pulled up. It didn't go up and down when she went up and down, like when she knelt and stuff, or jumped, and it looked kind of freaky in the kind of horror, not good way. Gave my goosebumps. It was way before I started streaming, though. Okay, so first we need assault rifles. I think we start with an assault rifle, so even if we don't find an assault rifle, that isn't going to be bad. Oh look, we have an allergy warning. It's 100 degrees outside. Every day you think the allergies would be dead. Even the evergreens should be shut down trying to conserve power at this point. Okay, let's see what I can look up. A little news date, the guy who went into a gay club in Colorado and started shooting people because he's a Nazi is going to get likely life in prison. He struck a deal where he pleaded guilty to all deaths and he'll live hopefully forever with absolutely no chance for parole in prison, where he will unwillingly become one of the LGBTQ or with his cellmates. You can't find a bit of irony in that. I don't know what you can find irony in. This is an extremely cloudy. It is a Maiden Auto Shotgun, which I prefer over the pumpy thingies. This is a combat SMG, which I'll replace with this guy. Ooh. I hear that they upped the attack power on this guy. Here, and see what we can get here right now. This is mostly, I have to hit people with this. Unless I find a better rifle. Not that this rifle's terrible, the header rifle's pretty good. I think I need more ammo for him. Would not say no to a different rifle. Most other rifles are okay. I'm not a big fan of the MK Ultra rifle, actually. A lot of people are like, hey, it's back. I'm like, meh, it's back. I don't hate it, but honestly, I don't like it either. Or how... It's not bad. Bullet. You know what? I don't know why I have this. Go ahead and get that. That. You're in a fancy chest. I don't know what's in the fancy chest currently. I did what? Where is this chest? How am I back here? Oh. Ooh, yeah, we'll put flapjack and there's the cloak. Sun doesn't give you any kind of attack. As far as I can tell, this is mostly just a cloak. Best LGBTQ movies of the 90s. Okay, we'll look at that. See if any of this was something that affected me. The hell? That went off the fish. Good, it's gonna be really hard to hit people over here. Oh, I missed that. Hello, I didn't know you were still with me. Fine guys, calm down. Who's got the lawnmower? Oh, now he's loose. Quick, someone claim him. I was right. It's a new repeater rifle, repeater sniper or something. From what I heard, I got rid of my one-hit kill shotgun, sniper, and have put in a new repeater rifle that does that. Am I done yet? No. 560 out of 1,000. Has that moved? I know it did earlier. Oh look, XP. Whatever, teach your own. Used to come up part of this. Don't drag me into this. How does that work? So loud. I've been decimated by the fish. Get out of here. Sorry, there was some kind of advertisement in the thing I was trying to look at. Yeah. I'm looking at 90s because, honestly, I'm a 90s kid. I'm sorry, I always love how much chaos this mode is. I still miss the big version of this game where it was like the entire map and it moved in slowly and you could collect things and do missions. And it was like 50-50, but it was still respawn team. This is an S of X marker, isn't it? Anybody else? Weird. I'm pretty sure that's a creative mode SFX marker. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. They use the same things to create this game, but also. And 40 out of the back. Everything you get back. Yeah, we spot around. Oh, so close to another level up. Let's see what we have here. Never heard of it. Heavenly Creatures, number 11, Peter Jackson, 1994 New Zealand dreamlight biographical psychological drama. Heavenly Creatures stars Kate Winslet and Juliet Hume, Melania Linsky and Pauline Parker, and Sarah Pearce, and okay, my god. Oh, I'm sorry. Kate Winslet as Juliet Hume, Melania Linsky as Pauline Parker, and Sarah Pearce as Honora Parker. Based on the infamous 1954 Parker home murder in Christchurch, which is a New Zealand city best known for its earthquakes. Focuses on the relationship between two teenage girls, the wealthy Juliet and less privileged Pauline, their painful health and emotional struggles. The fourth world. When Juliet has a sexual encounter with a guy, Pauline gets jealous and realizes she has deep feelings for her. The girls instead had planned to murder anyone who is deemed an obstacle to their closeness. Well, okay, it's queer, but his murder is queer, but it works, and I guess it's based off a true story. Number 10, Philadelphia, also didn't see it. Then again, through the 90s, this was 1994 was in 4th grade. This has Tom Hanks, starring Tom Hanks. One of the most impactful movies in the decade, legal drama Philadelphia. Denzel Washington, Hanks' lawyer named Andrew Beckett, who, fearing his career may be compromised, hides his HIV status and sexual orientation. After his colleagues find out, he is fired and then embarks on a legal journey to gain justice. Thank you, Tom Hanks. It is a young Tom Hanks. Praised for his performance. Hanks stated that as a straight actor, he wouldn't sign on to play a gay character again, citing the importance of hiring LGBTQ plus actors for career roles. It was, however, a good movie at the time, and at the time it was a good move at the time to use a household Hollywood name to raise awareness. Yeah, thank you. Hanks, you're freaking awesome. Hanks is just freaking awesome, isn't he? That's why he got to play... Oh, what the hell is this? That's why he got to play a certain kids show person. The most wholesome of them. I do believe that belongs to... this dude? I got it right. Who does that belong to? Am I have her out? Am I just missing her? Am I glazing over her? Did I not freaking put her on the map? Okay. It's her. There's him. I completely forgot to put her up here. Well, shit, I guess. Sorry, Ring. We'll go to your first mode with jacket off because you have all these other colors, honestly. And they're cool. So your red one is your least cool. So, oh, we have some extra colors. Oh, guys, look. It's a little rainbowy, yay. Some pride stuff, maybe. What do they call it? Confetti Claw. Wildscorn, this is probably the 3 colors. Wildscorn's freaking cool looking. Rainbow for, next Pride season, I guess. And, cool. Okay, so these are just different colors. Of course, it's gold again. It's always gold. Why is it always gold? Why do people like gold? So do they have different colors for these guys? They do. But it doesn't do much. It changes her pants. Her hat. So if you don't have a jacket on, so that's cool. So we'll go ahead and just, her original, we'll just do this without the jacket. Her name is Rock Ranger. This isn't Intefted anybody. Who's the Intefted scoundrel? this one I don't have yet? Hold on, guys. You the interpreter scoundrel? It says interpreter on this thing. Can I look at you? Your say, well, it says interpreter hunter. I honestly, well, let's get this girl put up. This lady here. I can find my way back to my locker. And her name is Rock something, Rock Ranger, right? Can't believe I haven't set her up yet. She's obviously not magma infected, but she has some magma stuff going on. Magma guitar. I'd not be magma infected. Seeing magma content in here, I'm protesting. Right, and this is one of those ones where the first color is the wrong color. Gotta fix that, guys. We'll go ahead and just keep her on random for now. Oh, and Temporary Scoundrels, the freaking... He's the treasure hunter. He's the freaking level 90 page? I don't know. I'm just gonna name her Rock. Since the Rock has disappeared forever, has been gone for seasons now. He's the only one that wasn't infected as far as we know. Yeah, hold on. I do not have them. I know I do not. There's no way we unlocked them. We unlocked just a few pages now. So, Inteptrid is first. Damn, he's all the way here. This is where you first get him. I think this is the Inteptrid Scoundrel, because he's got all the map shit all over him. He's a scoundrel, and he's a treasure hunter. Okay, back to quest. What the frig are we doing? Okay. I have to find the characters. Guys, you're not going to tell me where? Oh, this is going to be interesting. And look up, what season are we on? We're season 3. Let's look up these real quick. So, Bound by Wachowski. Wachowski's you may know better for The Matrix. Is a sensual and violent movie. The plot centers Violet, played by Jennifer Tilly, which was in a bunch of 80s and 90s movies, who, frustrated with her boyfriend Caesar Joe Ponto, a money launderer for the Mafia, starts a side relationship with the lesbian ex-con, Corky, played by Eamon Gershon. So, Jennifer Tilly's the one I know out of all of those people. The two... Oh, Jennifer Tilly. She's in Chucky now, right? She was in Chucky. She's kind of the main character. That's her, right? I don't watch some Chuckies. So bad. I'm more of the 80s Chuckies. Sorry, guys. The two women then come up with plans to $2 million from the Mafia. Of course, if you didn't know, Wachowski are one of them or both of them are transgender. But yeah, they're part of the queer family. I'm gonna cut up real quick so I don't mistakenly say something, but it is now. Oh my god. Wachowski sisters. Lana Wachowski, formerly known as Larry Wachowski, and Lily Wachowski, born December, formerly known as Andy Wachowski, so they're both transgender. are American film, television director, writers, and producers. The sisters are both trans women, so they were both trans women. Okay. Just wanted to make sure it was both of them, not one of them. I was saying something I should know. But yeah, they're both trans sisters now. People at other studios would read the script and say, if you change Corky to a man, we'd be really interested. And we were like, well, the movie's been made a million times, so we're really not interested in it. We think not only gay people and queer people live in closets. Everybody does. We all tend to put ourselves into these boxes, these traps, and so what we try to do is we try to define it as many of the characters through that sort of trap that they were making out of their lives. Getting out of the closet was meant to take on a bigger meaning than just typical gay meaning. Okay. The birdcage. The birdcage, I believe, I've actually seen some of it, but not all of it, was a legal drama with Robin Williams in it. Directed by Mike Nicholas. I haven't seen any of these movies all the way through, but I've at least seen pieces of this one. The Birdcage was another influential film made in 1978 French farce, a remake of the 1978 French farce La Cage aux Folles. I said that probably terrible. If Mère was alive, she'd be like, what the fuck would she try say it in French? Follows Val Goldman, who is Dan Furman, and Barbara Healy, who is Calista Flockhart, who meet their future in-laws. Armand, played by Robin Williams, is Val's father, a gay club owner who hides his sexuality and relationship so as not to disturb Barbara's family. But he does so in full drag to pass for Val's mother. Okay. Robin Williams liked to cross-dress a lot. He won't go to the figure now. Alright, you all, Mr. Williams, you were one of the greats. Okay, Season 3, right? Chapter 4, Season 3, Character Locations.
Here are some results.
All character locations. Okay, I need to talk to 5 freaking characters, and this is going to be a pain in the ass. So we're coming out of Team Rumble now. We're going to regular that Team Rumble Battle Royale, regular Battle Royale, so I can build. And hello. I'm assuming I'm still broadcasting. Hold on, guys. I seem to be having issues, if you can hear me. Yeah, I'm still broadcasting. Maybe. Okay, yeah, you can still see me. I swear I'm having the worst issue with my internet lately. AT&T, you're supposed to be better than this. There we go. Battle Royale, go in. No, let's see what this bullshit says. Ron DeSantis says he will eliminate 4 federal agencies. Well, that didn't work. Going away. I can't read it now. Have a map. Hey, our Fox Boy's on the map. Let's look at him. It says he's... Well, I'm trying to zoom in. It says he's up here, maybe? Somewhere around this area. Possibly up here. Don't pinpoint very well. They just have a big old sign. So he's somewhere in between this area. We'll fly around and see if we can find him. Shoot, that's to be really close. Never mind. Let's go way out and go see Medic from way back in the day. Medic is here somewhere, maybe. I didn't change my character either. I'm doing regular thing instead of. Guess we're playing as River now. Did I save her? I hope I saved her. Also, why is the van? There we go. Whitewashed. Loose. The bus is on fire. We don't need no water. Oh, come on. Who's that? Who sings that? It's not Coal Chamber, right? Okay, that's Coal Chamber. It's gotta be their most famous song. Oh, this is cool. Here. Okay. Hold on. Could be to our north, maybe? Let's see. So there's usually someone over here near the lag. Oh, we're not where I thought I was. Oh, nobody here. Okay. The next one is going to be... What's her name? She seems to be north of this area, somewhere over here, or somewhere north of that, maybe. Why did that? There it is. This XP. Got it. Here's somebody. Medic, what the hell are you doing all the way up here? Come with me. You're gonna talk to other people. Scared the shit out of me, lady. On this way. Ooh. This thing. Okay, so somewhere up here or further north? Explosive repeater. These freaking what? The ammo. These are explosive rounds. Okay. Oh no, heavy rounds. Heavy rounds? Now we're just gonna fuck around. Yeah. Is this a rift event? What's going on over here? Literally don't know what's going on. But that's an interesting weapon right there. Come and get some knives. Oh, that works so much better if we held the sword. Come on. That was also a reference to a song. That one is Deftones. My favorite when I was in high school. This lady, maybe. I'm a bit too distracted by some people. I was like, what is the back thing on me? I forgot I hit this. Purple. What? distracts the people. Alright, we were over here. And she wasn't. We're looking for people. Could she be... What am I looking for? Oh, she's gonna be in here, duh. We've talked to her before. Wow, these circles are actually on the thing, which makes it hard to see where they are. I think I understand how they did it now. Here, real quick. I prefer that anyway. Let's see, chapter 2? Hello, island. That is kinetic ore underneath there, right? Like, do you think the cube left that there, or was it actually there in the first island? Who knows? This is a really weird weapon, actually. Not so much fan of it right now. But it has, like, no freaking bullets, so whatever. It's an okay weapon. It'd be fun to use in Team Rumble, I think, but it's okay out here. I think I'll just face it off against the bot, which made it better. Also, that would mean the rounds are explosive, which is usually a thing, but that would mean it's held in a... Yeah, we need to talk to more people. I've just been screwing around. Look at a tent. Down to 10. Okay, in this tiny section of the area, the wolf should be, I don't know, right here. I'm assuming I can't carry more than 2 of those. I'm barely sure I like those sounds. Is there not a... Oh, there we are. Like, someone's over here. Oh, pull up. How long has this line? Not being quiet or subtle. I'm going to see if Fox Boy's over here. What does the box say? Buy my wares. Oh wait, that's a cat. Hey Fox Boy, where are you? Do I spy a fellow trickster? Bring it in, buddy. Can't snap, unfortunately, in this mode. If they're gonna do this, they need to make it to where it's like the other games where you can snap in place. Uh-oh, is this going to undo my thing here? Apparently kites can float. Eh. We got 3 people left? Oh my god. 3 people left and I still haven't met it. I get dinged. Fucking shit, lady. I don't need it. That hurt. Damn. Killed myself. Oh, they had a help as well. Oh no, I still need this. Oh wait, I'm not ready yet because I need to go return back to my actual things and see what's going on here. We are on 1 hour 30 minutes, so about 30 minutes left for our thing. I lost the thing I was talking about, but right now we need the internet for this. I did save her. Back to queer. He's here because he was marked LGBTQ in the little pride background they gave us. Albeit it was regular him, but this is still Meow School's just kind of put into tune form with the dumbest song ever. I'm not a fan of that song. So we got this battle pass. We have 20 now. Hello. Here goes Sim at 20. With that, we might as well just go ahead and load her up. Since we... her jacket... Actually... I might undo that. I'll decide about her other jacket. But this one I kind of like without the jacket because it's kind of camo. I think I have the green for her guitar. Nope. Don't have the green for her axe. Oh, I do. Oh, that's already green. I don't have the red for that. Nothing new on here. See this new. Next door. Calling our name. This one Fern. Because of the tree pattern. What? That's back to the battle pass. We still have 11 to hit. Money's always fun. 6. And do a background. And this thing. New background. We go check out the new background. It's this guy, the warrior, whatever the heck he is, the ancient bone warrior is what I'm gonna call him. Cool. I like his spears. Kind of reminds me of what's his name, Spear Origin. I don't think this is Origin, do you? His spear is very similar to Origin, and honestly, his bone armor isn't too far off. The 7's armor could this be young Origin? Origin was a cube king, though. He was part of Last Reality's Cube Queen species, but a male version. So, I don't know. Unless their species is originally human. Who knows? But cool. With that, I don't have any more battle pass stuff, right? Nope, but it looks like I'm getting him. Inteprid Hunter, Seeker of the Island Secrets. Hold on, guys. Fortnite the Origin.
According to Fortnite Wiki, fandom,
I know
the Origin is a legendary outfit in Fortnite.
I kinda want to look at his image real quick. Nah, he's got kind of armor that looks like the Rock almost. He's not the... well, at least his armor isn't super close to the Origin. Okay, back to what I was doing. I talked to 3 people, including the treasure hunter, the medic, and the wolf, or the fox. For the eyes. Relic. His name is Relic. It's a relic of the past. There's Siri and Unifer. I know I usually jump on top of me stuff like that, but honestly, the money is kind of tight, guys. I'm gonna continue getting battle passes and stuff, but that I'm not gonna get anything out of the store unless it really just slaps me in the face like, oh, I want it. 3 in for is not something to slash in your face to, oh, I want it back. When I would have just spent all the money I had on Fortnite, I would have bought those two because they're special. But no, they're not. They're special to the game, not special to me. I'll get Meow Schools. He's special to me. He's Meow Schools. I don't have that one. You, however, have that one. That's an oldie. Don't have that one either. Here's an oldie. That fight is always that seal one. Eagle one. Seal the seal. Okay, let's see what we got going here. We can just drop down and hit around this area right here. There should be a whole bunch of people somewhere down here. We're just gonna talk to people, it doesn't matter who they are. Oh, there's something down here. Hold on, guys. What this is. I don't know what the apparatus is, but okay. If you find more of these, bring them my way. I think they're a part of the apparatus. This is the apparatus. Made out of kinetic ore. It's a gate, right? They're gonna just build a giant ass gate. Hey, how can the luminaries be a service? He's a luminary, I forgot. Same as that lady in the last one. Maybe I should bring her out since they're bros. Caught me while I was feeling violence. Like I don't see you now. Almost. Let's try to yup. We did talk to him now. There is one more over here. I'm gonna say our old ladies somewhere around that area. Mrs. Sloan. That was 1, 2, 3 now? 4, so one more. One more talk. We can do it. Oh my god, my assholes is somewhere in there. Okay, let's see. So I can't tell where he is. If we go to Lumble Ruins, on the far right of Lumble Ruins is gonna be someone we can talk to. Oh, we are a galactic person. Booty. I don't have that one, but I can do this. Oh, come on, lady. Freaking explosive repeater. Didn't hit him. Who is this? I think that was everything, right? That was the last one I had to do. 13 LGBTQ characters from 90 TV. Hello. 90s television that gave us hope. Okay, we'll do that. Melrose Place, never watched it. General Hospital, watched a little. John Hanley. Ellen Morgan, played by Ellen DeGeneres, came out in the situational comedy show Ellen in 1997 in the famous Puppy episode. That was, I believe, her first, like... Well, of course, Full Treatment of Will and Grace. That one I did watch. And Jack, Will and Grace. Yeah, can lump them together there. Never saw myself alive. Never really watched Sex in the City. I was not a fan of Dawson's Creek. Oz was okay, but never really. Oz was kind of okay. So Kristen Maloney character Chris Keller in the HBO series Oz was a kind of an evil bisexual. It wasn't exactly positive representation, but there were some slim pickings, and you couldn't say it wasn't entertaining. We're all evil. Here's one. Willow. Willow from Willow's a witch from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and there was she didn't come out till like 2000, but there were always hints, like from the Wish and the Doppelgangers opposite, who kept talking to her about maybe being a little gay. But in about 2000, towards the end of the series, I don't think it existed beyond that. She did come out. Start a relationship? I want to say she started a relationship. I watched all of Buffy right to the end, right till the very explosive finale. I tried to get into Angel. Angel was okay, but I couldn't get into it as much as I like Buffy. Yeah, I go watch Buffy. I know how freaking corny it is, but you know. Supreme Court rules affirmative action is unconstitutional, says race cannot be a factor in college admissions. This is, of course, the Supreme Court is, of course, Nazi-centric right now. The good majority of its people are MAGA Nazis. They're heralded to the far-right wing, whether because they're corrupted or just because they're hateful. So it does not surprise me that trying to help people who are minorities and not quite as influent or put forward as a bunch of white people, and I'm white so I can say that before y'all like try and cancel me, would be squashed by them. Just like it doesn't surprise me their kind is trying to put down immigration when immigration is actually just people seeking asylum, and asylum is being sought because America, the United States of America, went over and destroyed the country. And we're ignoring that and just hanging on to Greg Abbott's complete racism. What is this? Let's see what this is. I see these. Whatever. Is this still locked, by the way? Let's say it's still locked. This was locked because it was crashing games, which is funny. All the people who did the ranked battles. Reveal enemy players or characters. So I need to get I need to either get a flag or get a, what do you call it, then just by luck. Oh, annoying. Let's go see what week 4 has. Hit weak points with a pickaxe. That's so much easier. And where are we at on time, actually? We have a few more minutes. Let's just play here. Remember, this is our last prize stream, but if you have any questions, anything you want to talk about down in the comments, Mr. YouTubes, feel free to. When you come back next time I play Fortnite, we'll be back on the Locker series, most likely. Which we'll get through, and that might be my last Locker series, actually. Locker series used to garner me more support and views, but I don't blame y'all, I'm not that interesting, but I need to focus more on my writing and stuff. And I might just come here to play and talk about the storyline. And maybe we'll do Locker series once a few years or something, maybe. Who knows? I guess I'll come back and do it if it's like a big call, but it's not something I'm going to just miss if I don't do it. Okay, let's go hit points with a weak axe. Let's go hit weak points with a pickaxe. Turn this off. Okay, let's see here. As far as famous 90s LGBTQ. LGBT musicians of the 90s. Now this would be where I always hit I love music. Let's see if I recognize any of these. Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day. I know him. Bisexual like me. Came out in an interview with Advait saying, I think I've always been bisexual. I mean, it's something that I've always been interested in. I think people are born that way. And it's just our parents and society kind of veers us off in this feeling of, oh, I can't. And they say it's taboo. It's integrated in our heads that it's bad, when it's not bad at all. It's a very beautiful thing. The guy who sang Kiss the Rain, Billy Myers. I like the song, I don't know the guy. Swedes Britt Anderson, I don't know if that is. And Androgynous. The supposedly guitarist and vocalist. I know that one. I know that one. Yeah. We are just going to fly away. We're heading towards that island. My Bloody Valentine Car 7 to 1996 Debbie was like, I know My Bloody Valentine. I don't know what the cards were. I'm not going to know the band members unless I'm a huge fan of them, and honestly, that puts me down to Korn and Metallica as far as band members. I know the singers. I know the late Wayne Static. I know Chris Cornell. I mean, I know the vocalists and the main leads from these places, but when it comes to like, this is the loudest freaking thing ever. When it comes to like the actual people around them, I know some Korn's old band members. I know Metallica's band members. Oddly, I know a few Jimmy Buffett's band members. Don't judge me. Well, I'd be a beachhead. I haven't fished in forever. Do you even keep track of what you fish anymore? You know what? Let's go ahead and fish weeklies before I take off. Gretchen Phillips, I kind of know that one. But here's something. So a lot of things today, like I was up Hercules ass yesterday. This is the guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, real quick. This is the guy who used to play Hercules back in the day in the '90s. He's a Nazi now, um, infamously anti-queer now. And it says I need to land in 5 different locations. Huh. It sounds like something I have to do this for. There's a die on land, That's always my plans. But she said, when I was a young girl, I like normal girls do. I looked for women's love to help get me through. I never needed more. No more than a feminine touch. I hated the thought of kissing a man who really was too much, was her lyrics. And these people, these Nazis, these haters, these anti-trans or anti-queer Nazis want to be like, leave the kids alone, stop forcing sensuality on them. We were queer when we were kids. I knew I liked boys in kind of a romantic Disney kind of way when I was in elementary school. Most openly gay people do. most trans people do too. This isn't something that just pops out of nowhere. It's how we're born. And just like the guy who was talking, the Green Day, I think said was talking about how he was bisexual since he was little. Is how he was born, and it's just society, evil people in society that teach us we can't be who we are. Evil people like, let's get out of here and let's just talk some negativity now. Chris Sorbo, is that his name? Kevin Sorbo. Kevin Sorbo. Kevin Sorbo is an evil man. He is practicing as evil by pretending that he is protecting children. He's not protecting children. He's hurting queer kids. And he doesn't care. Okay. That kind of landing on something. Okay. The protect the kids anti-queer bullshit is just what that is, bullshit. And all they're doing is hurting kids. They're making sure queer kids cannot exist. And that's what they want to do. They want to stamp. They want to commit genocide to trans people, to queer people, by snuffing out young trans people and queer people from being who they are. They want them to be the stuck-up, unhappy Christian Nazis they all are. One. And it's just not going to happen either, because we're born that way. It's who we are. The queer kids will always be born queer. The trans people will always be born feeling like they're in the wrong body. And it will come to them, and they'll understand. And yes, maybe you'll get a few of them to be the hateful pieces of shits you are, because a lot of the hateful pieces of shits that make up the Nazis like Sorbo are actually queer people who have been shoved into that closet by other anti-queer people. I was shoved in the closet. Luckily, I retained my homosexuality instead of becoming one of those evil people. You know what? One of the people who shoved me in the closet, I'm pretty sure he's queer. I always had the suspicion. In fact, I broke into his computer once because I had access to his stuff, and I saw pictures of guys. So, you know, if you're out there, I know. And he's not anti-gay anymore. He's not gay, but, you know, dude, accept what you are. And that goes to a lot of you anti-gay people. A lot of you anti-gay people are anti-gay or anti-trans because you're jealous. You're hateful because you're jealous. You can't be... You feel like you can't be us, but you can be us. That's 100% acceptable until you and your Nazis make it illegal. And even then, you can still be us. You just have to fight against the bad people you joined. Look, be us. Come to our side. We're chill. Maybe not so much chill if we do a war over it, but we're chill for now. We're accepting. And we will 100% accept a person who let go of hate for acceptation of themselves. Okay, we'll go down here and land on, I don't know, the tall thing that windmills off that. I like this fall. It's very spooky smoke. Let's see what I've been posting about lately. I can't look up conservatives or vile as of current because unfortunately they have so conservative vile has had this thing going on for a while, and he's my friend. He's also a friend of the guy who runs one of the people who runs Cancel Logic. But conservative vile about 3 months ago started this thing where his app crashes every few times he tries to post, and the app can stay crashed from a few hours to days. Oh, well, that was disappointing. Anyway, he gets crashed when he tries to post. So he got suspicious because this kept happening to him. He deleted his Twitter. He reinstalled the Twitter, not deleted, he reinstalled the app. He cleared out his phone. He cleared out all the crap that's usually your phone. And it kept happening. So he was at my house once, and I allowed him to add me to his phone because I trust him. And when I went on, I could post while he was crash posting, or where he couldn't post without crashing. So I could post, and I could post as long as I want. I posted dozens of posts, and I was like, it's not stopping. So he got his friend, one of his friends from the council lodger, or whatever's going on with them, to open the council lodger thing under his name. And they could post, because they made dozens of posts themselves, and this is while he's crashed. And no matter how many times he crashes, he don't crash on his phone. And we post as willingly as we want on his phone, which means that the crash was specifically aimed at his phone. Which means it was a feature, which, like, I think Council of Logic said, it's a program to crash his profile specifically, possibly in an effort to censor him because they don't like what he says. But if they can censor him by crashing, they can go, oh, it's an app error. Whereas if they censored him by blocking him, he could fight it. He's fought blocks before. He's been blocked many a times because they want to treat his anti-Nazi speech as hate speech, but it's not, so they can. Well, goodness counts. Goodness counts. Oh, prison. Come here. I'll beat someone's ass with his hammer. Still have to do more, right? That quest? Yeah, 2 more. I don't remember where that came from. Were we talking about something else when we started talking about conservatives are evil? Maybe. I don't remember. A reminder I wrote earlier today, actually, Elon Musk is a Nazi. He reminds us every day. He's not impartial. He's going to Trump, aka cosplay orange Hitler's chode stink all over him. I wrote this when Elon Musk posted a hateful message that says, is LGBTIDTAFT Zuck is a simp Q month over yet? Asking for a friend. Such a fucking bitch. He came in like, I'm going to be impartial. I'm going to only censorship guy. He's just a Nazi. And he's just trying to turn Twitter into truth social slowly, where liberals don't have a voice, lefts don't have a voice, but racist Nazis can post anti-black or anti-queer violence and get away with it, and plan to attack the government and get away with it. Honestly, Elon Musk should be shut down. Oh, what Greg Abbott, Texas, and Texas Department of Family Protective Services and DeSantis practice by ripping trans families apart is literally genocide. We're not saying figuratively. We're not reacting to the way the Trans families is calling it genocide as an overreaction. This is defined genocide. So this post I reposted on Facebook was actually posted early 2010. It was 2010s while Trump was still our worst president ever, and he was encamping kids and removing kids from their families, which was his attempt to harm immigrants for daring to come over. The post by the horse whisperer here on Twitter said, stealing someone's child and then giving them to someone else permanently is not an adoption. It's a form of genocide. It's what the United Nations defines as genocide. It's in fact, it was genocide. I'm going to add this now. It was genocide once practiced against the Chinese, against Africans, and against Native Americans. It is genocide. Here is the United Nations Convention on Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide. In the present convention, genocide means any of the following acts. Did I set up yet? Committed with intent to destroy, in whole or in part, a national, ethnic, racial, and religious group as well. As such, killing members of the group, causing serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group, which is both things happening to queer people now, especially trans people. Deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction, in whole or in part, imposing measures intended to prevent birth within the group, forcibly transferring children of the group to another group. So yes, when we're talking about trans genocide from the right-wing Nazis, we aren't being fascist. It is a literal issue. They are trying to end trans people from existing. They're going to find it even more difficult than trying to end the race from existing, because trans people, while semi-genetic, can be passed down from anti-trans people. Just like I'm gay, but several people who I'm genetically related to were anti-gay, at least partially. Yeah, now you can break these. Until that just dropped off. One more. We'll go here. The very tippity toppity. Tippity toppity hoppity toppity. A unicorn, one of the first writables. Was it the first writable or was it the first writable? I think it was the first writable. Yeah, look it up. Distance in vehicles. Okay. I am now Midas. I was right, Midas. This is on effect on guns in this mode too. You should do it to those as well. Go ahead and grab this for the XP if anything. So now that I touch it, it's going to be purple, and if I put it down, it should stay purple no matter who grabs it. I don't want partially purple. I don't know what that is. I've killed a few people, but not enough, or because I'm partially shouldered. I'm partially injured. purple, purple, purple. Okay, I need to get a vehicle and travel distance. 2,000 miles. 2,000 feet. 2,000 meters. I don't know. Pick your poison. Oh, I've had enough of that. Just like flip it out up there? What? Oh, level 40, halfway through already, damn. Vehicle. Level 48. Oh, we have a burnout thing? No, wait, a Mario Kart thing going on here. Drifting gives you power. I didn't freaking know that. Drifting's a little rough though. Going with that. That's a 400. Destroyed by landslide back there. Another road broke. Oh no, this road's okay. It's just not loaded in. My gas station. Oh wait, road's on. Running out of road. I'm off road. Okay, that sounds like something I need to do and you know what. So you know what that means. He says don't do it. I said I'm gonna do it. Just gonna go as high as possible. There we go. Oh yeah, I survived this. Yes. So for Pride Month, I posted a bunch of stuff on Facebook, of course, especially as we roll up to the end. One was one I reposted from 2018. Happy Pride Month. I'm here to talk about, and this is just after I think I finished the original game. I'm here to talk about one of the most LGBTQ friendly games ever, Undertale. Let's go ahead and hit this, by the way. Not only are Frisk and many of the other monsters non-gender specific, but it includes many other characters that are specifically LGBTQ. Warning, some major spoilers if you haven't played this decade-old game now. Frisk is the child and main character of the game. Frisk's real name is never used till the ending. All monsters aside from Flowey call you the human, and Flowey, of course, calls you by the name of his best friend, who you are not. Frisk is also never referred to by gender, and the armor you get can be from either women or men, or girls and boys. They're fallen armor from the fallen children, and they could be stuff like the Pink Glove, a Manly Banana, stuff like that. Undyne and Alphys. Undyne and Alphys. Through the play, you get hints that Undyne and Alphys, both female, are into each other as more than friends. You also get the idea that Alphys also thinks that the king is cute. So Alphys. So Alphys is bisexual. Undyne, I'm not sure. We think she might be gay, but she might also be bisexual. It's not clear there. This is confirmed by Metaton. To each other's most friends. This is confirmed by Metaton if you choose this as Alphys' crush. Hello. Shake hand, yes? Just be fire everywhere. You get like a bunch of those together, you can have fire everywhere. I'll read some more of this in a minute. I need a shotgun and/or explosive repeater. Go ahead and just get straight down to this building and see what we can grab. I have a pumpy. Honestly, would not be sad if I gave up the pumpy, and I need to eliminate people with this, so no injuries, elimination. You are a flapjack rifle, which is not good, but not what I need. You are a thermal rifle, which I'll definitely trade in for. I don't need either of you guys, honestly. So I'll stick with and at least have something better. Better shotgun. I'm gonna hit kill with this. I don't want to play with a repeater, but I guess not. I'm good. No, that's funny. Nada? Stay. Stay. Ooh, drop shot. Of course it's not drop shot. Damn. 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 This is false. What's that about? Well, we hunted the hunter at least. That's some annoying bee things. Chest. Past the Zonai ruins. Barrel. Yes, I know you're there. You don't have to be that loud. Ooh. Right. Hey, if the dinosaur and you can Yoshi it. I'm sorry, why is this a healing spring? Oh. Yeah, come here. Oh, there are all the people. How could I jump so high? upset my dinosaur being taken out. Boo. I didn't pull the trigger. And this because I didn't pull the trigger. Where the hell did she come from? How do you drop out of the sky like that? Was she on the stupid thing above them? And I have the healing mud effect on? Damn. My bubble butt is fishy. I mean, fishy. Fishy. Well, it's, muddy. The reason I came down here. Your knees off, okay? Good luck. Needs one more kill, come on. Uno más. Uno más. That's very specific. I think it's specific. Okay, let's find somewhere to hide so I can just play around with this and figure out what our other missions. I'm in the storm run. Oh no. Victory. It's weird that that's silent over there. Yeah, anyway, back to what I was talking about, Alphys and stuff. Wait, what? I don't like this because it makes me choose the least, and I don't think I like the least. There's a few new quests. I guess a few new quests would be my least liked part. I honestly don't like doing that, but whatever. Yes, I already had all these. What the hell? Well, that's new. Yes, we'll do this. Battle Pass first before we do anything else, real quick. We can unlock. What's this? All this, and then who's next? Oh. So part of this relic? Ooh, that's cool. I have earned shotgun stuff from Bushwhack Brawler. Limiting opponent with the big axe. Honestly, the rest of these are just annoying things I'll probably never get done. What are you gonna know? One level. What does that have to do with that area? We might check this out real quick. Maybe someone sells something, I can get that one done. Wait. Further confirmed in the True Pass for this route, when Undyne has to deliver. Let's go ahead and do this, and we'll go into, I guess, regular. You can always come out real quick if it's regular. Oh, no, not ranked. No. Not ranked. Regular. Further confirmed in True Pass's route, when Undyne has you deliver an unsigned love note to Alphys, who mistakenly thinks it's yours. Alphys will then confess her love for Undyne accidentally in front of Undyne. The rest is hilarity. Undyne is a very tomboyish woman, dressing up in 80s Bird style to impress Alphys. Alphys is an otaku and science nerd, both represented as positive character traits. Mettaton is confirmed to be 3 things: a spirit, a ghost who's into a robot body by Alphys, and a transgender. In fact, flipping the robot's switch transforms Met into their unfinished transgendered body. It's finished at the end of Festus run or during the genocide fight. The two guards. During a fight in Hotland, you fight 2 guards who are best bros. One can't take the actual heat and is made worse by Hugh, to you rubbing his suit until it gets too hot. Takes off his breastplate mid-battle. Then the other guard noticeably freaks out. You can urge him to share his feelings, and he confesses. This also portrays coming out to a close friend you like, as when the shirtless guard is silent, the other walks back his entire confession. In the end, Shirtless invites Gay Guard to get some ice cream. While it's never noted if Shirtless is gay or they become an item, they are seen constantly eating ice cream together. This shows that even if Shirtless isn't gay, he chose to not overreact and throw his friend to the curb. but took its feelings into effect and decided to help him feel better with a treat. But yeah, a lot of Undertale was really good. Weird. To the fox, you were a hero. Here's my reaction. So my reaction to Kevin Sorbo, the wannabe star, said, "Kids should not be sexualized. Why is this controversial?" And I'll tell you mine in a minute. What? Reply to him. It's not nice. And it shouldn't be nice. The guy's a Nazi. I said queer kids exist. I was one. Pieces of a Nazi hate-filled awful like you are why we were abused and shoved in the closet and left to rot. Kids shouldn't be groomed by hate fetish cultists like you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and see what this is. And if this is what I think it is, then I'll be able to do the thing I'm trying to do. And since we're fairly close to the entrance point, who is this? Who is this? Oh, it's our intrepid explorer. No, it's not. It's Banana Butt, isn't it? It's Banana Butt. Does Banana Butt give me things? I don't get it. Counts because of the tracker. The tracker will work. Interesting. Alright, Banana Butt. Interesting. I feel like those have been made more destructive for some reason. Fire. Fire, I'm taking it. Fire. This. 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 2 more. Just get a freaking... flare gun. This would be so much easier. Of course it's safe. I like that one. Sorry, being too quiet? Probably. I'm concentrating. I'm concentrated like orange juice. I need to hear where these motherfuckers are. I just imagine I'm just terrifying the crap out of some little kid as I come all hard like that. COD style. I don't really need you. I don't know why you're in here. And that's pretty much it for my quest, guys. There's no snapshots. Milestones is very... What the hell? I did not finish all the milestones, did I? What is a challenge quest? Challenge quest. Milestones is different. Less opponents. Challenge quest. I have no idea. But we're pretty much done. This will probably be my last round. Let's see how far we can make it. Come on. Oh, I didn't see him. He came really hard. There he is. Get him, dinosaur. He's floating away. They should do an update to where your animals can't be stolen as long as you're alive and still connected to you. Just like fuck you off or something, give you damage if you try to steal someone's animal. Oh, that'd be a cool update. Oh, it is 11. It's about time for lunch for me. I'm having a bad breakfast. Why unlocked relic without unlocking relic? What? Oh. Honestly, looks okay. I think green. I'll go without helmets on some and with helmets on others. Ooh, that'll look cool with helmet. Green might be the only one I do without a helmet actually, and it's kind of cool without a helmet. So, and his name is Relic. That should make it easy. Of course. Because this is some kind of a reward I got, not his usual thing. There's does have one, does he? Oh, I have one yet. Let's go ahead and leave him there. He's got some kind of luminary-like stuff on him. Wondering if he's part of luminaries. Who knows? I think he's gonna do bananas, so I'll find him one. Is it? Change, it does not change. But I got his bone thing.
Anything you need, I'll get that.
What is this color of relic called though? This relic color is called Wild. So we'll just call it Wild. This is new. Wild. And with that, that should be the end of our Pride streams for this year. I gotta say, that we did get the one thing, but honestly, it's our month. They could just holiday the hell out of us. Most of these places could, but they don't. I don't know if they're scared of the fact that the Nazis are taking over US, but you know, you going to be scared of Nazis? You're gonna sit there and just be like, the Nazis, or are you gonna stand up against them? You get two choices. You're either with them, you're going to stand out of their way and let them do what they do, or we're going to throw up the middle finger and punch a Nazi or two. Remember, punching Nazis is always okay. Ask Indy. He does it a lot. um, so yeah, Conference Sorbo said, kids said what he said, and I said, queer kids exist. I was one, you piece of hateful Nazi. Well, I already said this, didn't I? Kids shouldn't be groomed by fetish cultists like you. I said that. Is there anything else here, actually? Oh, we have a memory starring Nazi Timcast. First one is Janus J Wolf, which sounds like a bad word. And by the way, no, don't, for your own safety, don't, insanity, do not research blue waffles. I'll say it here in a minute. Tim Pool posted one in a couple of years ago. What year was it? I can't read what year it is. Doesn't tell me. Where he showed streets lined up. Along a street that showed like inclusive flags. First, Andrew Doyle said the flags represent diversity and inclusion, but for many, the symbolism is an ideology movement that is hostile. Yeah, we're hostile. We're hostile because we're totally knocking down doors and making you be gay. No. We rounded up counts of streets and said, you ain't going home till you guys start something. No. Then Tim Pool said this is literally Nazi Germany, because this was Germany who posted the inclusion flags everywhere. ISJ Wolf said, no, little Tim Tim, it's not. Straight people aren't rounded into camps. No one is trying to outlaw straight marriage. No one is burning books that describe straight relationships. And then I was a little angrier. I said, Timcast, you hateful blue waffle. Nazi Germany hunted, killed, and destroyed LGBTQ culture and sciences, along with others. This is a city celebrating freedom. Want to see modern-day Nazis? Look at the Christo-fascists trying to wipe us all out. Look at the LGBTQ book bans and burns. Forced prayer in school, removal of gay and trans women's rights. Look at Abbott weaponizing the Texas Department of Family Protective Services and Child Protective Services to attack families with happy trans children. Look at gay children risking of being alive under DeSantis' Don't Say Gay bills. The right wing are the true Nazis. You're the frickin' Nazi. Nazis are fascists. Conservatives are fascists. The celebration of rights and freedoms fly in the face of fascism. The only reason so I have another one here. So Montana's Department of Health and Systems was struck down by a judge the other day. The judge said you cannot tell trans adults they can't change their gender on their birth certificate. But the state, which is controlled by Nazi Republicans, said we're going to defy this judge. We're going to continue to not allow trans people to be trans people in our state. This is Montana. Montana's Nazi governor is, hold on. What is Montana's governor?
Greg Gianforte is the governor of Montana.
Greg Gianforte, the Nazi. So, the only reason the Department of Health system would make it hard for trans adults to reassign their birth certificate is out of hate. There's a Nazi in charge. The Nazi in charge of the Department of Health Safety in Montana is Charlie Renton, alongside their entire Montana GOP. I got a lot of posts here in the last 24 hours. Amended gender transition ban bill clears Senate and heads towards state in. I'm looking. Hold on. Oh, this is a countrywide one. It looks like. So there's an anti-trans bill, more Nazis pushing to groom and abuse queer children. This isn't stopping them just from getting surgery, which doesn't fucking happen. This stops them from teenagers from getting their hormones, which should be their right. They're fucking teenagers, they're almost adults. And this tells people that you can't allow kids to be transgender, even if they're not doing all the other shit that they banned them from. And punishing people for allowing trans kids to exist, punishing their family, and punishing their teachers. This is just more Nazis pushing to groom and abuse queer children. Then apparently Nazis were attacking Disney for not sharing their hate fetish because there was a Newsbreak uh, article from Newsweek that says Disney suffers fresh attacks among LGBTQ month, where a bunch of Nazis were mad that Disney included trans people and trans kids as, valid people. Now, let's take this, shall we? Let's take these right wingers and say they're saying, well, we're not happy Disney put black people in their stuff. There shouldn't be black adults and black kids in their stuff. That's what, let's say they're saying that. Would that be acceptable for them to say? No, it wouldn't. It'd be racist. It'd be racist as fuck. But if you're targeting trans people, it's suddenly okay. It's okay to say trans kids shouldn't exist. It's okay to say trans people shouldn't be represented. It's okay to genocide trans people. That is what the right wing wants. And yes, I'm ranting here. This is my last Pride thing. Is it going to be the last rant? No. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep punching Nazis. We're going to keep pushing in the streets. We're going to keep trying to unelect anti-democrat, and anti-democracy fascists like Greg Abbott. We're going to keep pushing. But just look at it. There's a good picture here. A guy in a red Texas Tech hat, maybe? Some kind of Texas. A big red hat with a T on it. It has in a wheelchair, says, recovering Bridget, I am sorry, free hugs. And he's at a Pride thing. You dude, you are a hero. You turning on the hate and understanding the love and compassion towards queer people, towards trans people. That makes you a hero. You fucking Nazis, you're zeros. You're nobody. You're filth. You're criminals. You're anti-American. You're un-American. You are the villains. When truth rings again, history will show you as the gross monsters that people like MTG, Matt Gaetz, Trump, DeSantis, Abbott, Paxton, Kevin Sorbo, that fucking wannabe comedian that's always in Adam Sandler's movies. I forgot his fucking name. That nobody comedian in England, whose name I forgot too, who lost his trans kid and wife because he was being a dick to them. Those people will be in the future seen like the evil pieces of craps they are. They will be seen like we see the Nazis. They will be seen like we see Hitler. They will be seen like we see Stalin. That's what their history is. That's what their legacy is as the overall cartoonish villains of the real world. A person who is bios by Tower Gang Cole, I don't know what it is, posted a thread, voted for by 28,251, that said, who would you rather have babysit your children? Nazis or transgender? Of the near 29,000 people, 94% voted Nazis. 6% voted transgenders. Now, we can't tell where those thousands of votes for. 28,000 seems like a lot, honestly. But there's more than 1 million people here in San Antonio alone, so you get like a city full of inbred Nazis, and you could overpopulate this vote really quick. I'd like to know how many days it was up. And I'd like to know exactly where these votes came from. But, yeah, that shows a problem. I don't think the Nazis are the majority. I don't even think they're even close to being the majority. I don't think the people keeping Abbott in power are a true majority because they cheated to keep their power in Texas. But we, the majority, the good people, the pro-queer, the anti-racist, the freedom, religion, and from religion, not freedom of religious theocracy, need to stand up. We need to fight. We need to be aggressive. We need to be physical. We need to be out there. We need to be loud. We need to throw up all the middle fingers we can, and we tell them that you're either going to stop this shit or you're going to learn a lesson. That's what we need to do. If I'm going to keep talking, I'm actually going to go check out this over here, because goodness knows I'll be silenced by YouTube's anti-stupidity. Pro-stupidity? Anti-DMCA. What else have we just posted about? Oh, so a little thing. You haven't seen the FNAF trailer? Trailer looks a little disappointing to me, but it doesn't look terrible. It is Blumhouse. Blumhouse isn't bad at making movies. They usually do good, sometimes really cheesy horror movies. The second trailer looks better than the first trailer. The animatronics look okay. I will say that the movie looks decent. I think the blonde girl's gonna be Vanessa, if you know who that is. Huh, so we're still in this area. Um, Honestly, it's not a terrible looking movie, all in all. It could be done better. It could have been done better. I still am not a big fan of the red eyes on the animatronics. It's dumb and makes no sense. That would indicate the animatronics had red eyes to begin with and were always meant to be robots that could switch over to angry robots. The whole point of the robots' eyes in the game is there are animatronic, their plastic eyes would fall out, and you get the eyes of the animatronic skeleton underneath where the soul of the kid remains. And that was their true selves looking at you. My idea was maybe they're trying to tone down this obviously going to be sort of freaky horror movie, so maybe kids could see it. Maybe make it more PG-13. That could be my only thought at that. But the little white pinpricks, and they could have made little white pinpricks of the skeleton underneath is so much scarier than dumb red animatronic eyes. I wrote, the fact that near 50% polls are populated with people supporting active Nazi candidates is disconcerting. In a real America, Biden would be burying these two, DeSantis and Trump, and neither Biden or Trump would make it to candidacy anyway. How far the right has fallen. They were showing that it was about a post from John Cooper showing that Biden now leads Trump 49 to 45. But I was like, that's too fucking close for us to be happy about that. 45% of versus 49%, or 45-49 count, with percentages almost being 50-50. With the Nazis being the other side, why do that many Americans support pure evil? So pure, unadulterated evil. Biden has strong support amongst women, 55 to 38, 18 to 34-year-olds, and me, 38-year-olds, Latinos, and independents. So likely Biden will earn a second presidency, especially against the last two idiots, or the last idiot and DeSantis. DeSantis doesn't look like he's going to win presidency over Trump if Trump makes it without being fully thrown away in jail where he belongs. So DeSantis now trails Trump by 29 points. Here's one. This is a memory from years ago, from 2009. 2009, that was 7 years after homosexuality was legalized in Texas and several years before we got the right to marry. This is the time Fox News and its anti-gay Nazi Christians drove queer kids to suicide, 2009, with mentions Sean Hannity, Bill O'Reilly, and Ann Coulter, who were all big talk show hosts in that fake news organization. I wrote a letter to them. Here's my email to them. Within 2 weeks this spring, 2 gay children came back from school with broken spirits and hung themselves in despair. Their names were Joseph Walker Hoover of Springfield, Massachusetts, and Jahim Hera of DeKalb, Georgia. And no, I cannot pronounce DeKalb, but I'm assuming that's correct. Remember those names well, because as likely did Fox News not exist, those 4 children would not be dead today. It's obvious to anyone that even just peeks at Fox News that they are not also anti-LGBT, but pro-LGBT hate, and thus violence. By the way, back then I called it GLBT. A lot of people around me did. I don't know why. It's just we put the gay in before the L, and I don't know why. Fox constantly mocks, makes fun of, puts down, ridicules gays on all their programs. From Ann Coulter to that midget Hannity, he's the worst, to your spinner O'Reilly. I don't know if any of those people still work for Fox. Each and every one of them are at fault, but not as fault as their bosses that write and approve the writings for their shows. If Fox News had any heart or sense of fairness and responsibility, which I doubt any three of those exist, I doubt any of the three of those exist, you'd help pay for all the funeral costs and more to the victims' families, and then you'd help fight for the Gay Protection Act and that protects the LGBT who's from the likes of your rabid fanboys. I think it's time Fox News changed their outlook and stance before legal reform causes you shut down permanently. I should post this to Sean Hannity and on Culture and Fox News. Just a reminder of what shit they are. There goes to Fox News. I love these. Sean Hannity's posted a post pushing up JFK. It's like, guys, Democrats are not dumb. They're not gonna. They're hopefully not going to dumb enough, and y'all haven't installed enough Nazis into us to vote for RFK Jr. into presidency. He's a Nazi. He's not one of us. I know we somehow got Manchin and Sanu, whatever her name was, in there, and they were Nazis. But honestly, this guy is obviously far right wing asshole. He isn't going to make it the presidency, no matter how much you want to beat yourself off about it. Sean Hannity. And Culture over here praising Nazi DeSantis. If you don't speak back and punch Nazis, you let Nazis take control. The GOP are Nazis. I posted this along with an old 1934 civility newspaper article. It was or opinion. The opinion was titled "Urges Goodwill by Jews for Nazis." This opinion article was like, if the Jews keep fighting against Nazis, the Nazis are just going to view them as bad people, and this helps alienate the Jews and will help push the Nazis' views and goals forward. And they said by hating Hitler and trying to fight back, Jews are only increasing the severity of his policies against them. And I reposted this along with my "Yep, Nazis always play the victims" thing, because it's exactly what's going on today too. It's how we were treated as gays, is how trans are treated. If we push back and we fight against the evil Christians that are coming after us, the idea is the evil Christians will keep being more and more severe against us, trying to push back against our rights. And when we could just, the idea is we should just leave it all quiet and allow them to get away with whatever. It's like, no, fuck that. We shouldn't be quiet, because being quiet is what let Hitler rise to power. Being quiet is what let these Nazis destroy the Republican Party wholly. We shouldn't be quiet. If people were less quiet, Trump would have never been president. If people were less quiet, we wouldn't have lost abortion. If people were less quiet, well, I doubt Abbott would still be governor, or Abbott would have ever been governor. We don't need to be quiet. We need to speak out. We need to be aggressive. I like this one. This one is everything. This is millennial culture is spending all of the money you have on nerd shit that makes you happy as the world falls apart around you. Yes. That's why I won't ever apologize about buying stuff for dumb games like this. Because you know what? The game makes me happy. It does. It does, honestly. Make me very happy. I get to play it, and it makes me happy. And sometimes streaming makes me happy, too. Even talking about political stuff like this, I enjoy doing it. It's not happy stuff to talk about, but it's stuff we can talk about. So yeah. This guy, Patrick S. Tomlin, has actually been abused for the past few months now, I believe. He's had 34 swatings on him and his family and his friends by some fucking basement loser MAGA cultist. Who knows? Um, he's a sci-fi author and computer. You might have read him in The Black Gatecrasher, Starship Repo. Um, but he's been targeted because he's pro queer and he is a liberal or progressive, and he's been targeted by some basement dwelling mega person who probably sleeps in his own feces and never leaves the computer, and it has been targeting him for swatting. It's swatting, if you don't know, it's for some loser. This isn't in protest. This is attempted murder. Takes some kind of anonymous way to tip the authorities off that something violent is happening somewhere at their target, like Patrick Tullum's house or his ancient parents' house, and they send them over there. And then police, who are all like half-wits, like they are the dumbest people to not even think to investigate this shit before they send a fucking army to the house, break in to, let's say, Katie, the transgender Twitch player Katie's, is it Katie? Fuck. So many people in my head today after her name. Keffels. So, like, they don't do any background check. They don't see to see if anybody's actually a threat. They don't do a house check. They don't knock on the door. They don't send 2 cops over to check. They gear up an entire fucking SWAT. They break into the house wholly illegally, by the way, with absolutely no actual fully legal warrant. They hold up these innocent YouTubers, grandparents, writers, because they don't think about logical steps towards leading towards SWAT. They just go send out the cowboys first. Now, these SWAT people are the same itchy trigger cops that shoot black people in the back, that shoot a grandpa who has a cane, who shoots a white guy because he has his wallet out, or because he doesn't want to get out of the car for the cop. They're the same bastards that run the police stations. They're the same bastards that murder people. A lot of them are just as itchy trigger fingered, just as murderous on intent, just as racist or anti-queer or whatever. And that is what the SWATer wants. He wants to send these half-assed police SWAT members over to the houses, and he wants them to kill them. This is attempted murder, nothing less. And they need to do, first thing, the police, the feds, the investigators need to do everything in their power to find these SWATers and charge them for attempted murder, whether they're charging Keffels, whether they're charging just some random YouTuber or Twitch streamer, or whether they're swatting some writer for being a liberal or his parents. This is all attempted murder. Several counts of attempted murder, since he's been swatted 34 times. If this is all the same guy, he has 34 counts of attempted murder. What is the punishment for attempted murder?
According to Schaus law, first-degree attempt
15 years. 15 times 35.
15 times 35 is 525.
So yeah, he should get 525 years in jail. Or she. Whoever. Or they. Divided if it's more than one person swatting him, of course. But honestly, it pisses me off that the cops are so half-wit and half-assed that they will go launch a SWAT team at what is a private residence with absolutely no background on the situation. They don't call the residents, even though as authorities they have all the numbers. They don't go check the residence with one cop who isn't armed with the assault rifle. They just send in the military. They break down the door, and they are just as likely to shoot someone as they are not. And when they shoot the innocent person who's playing Call of Duty or playing Fortnite, or who maybe is too old to get up too fast, when they murder them finally, the cops will never be held responsible, and they'll probably never catch the swatter. So we'll just have a dead person who gets no justice. So police, if you ever listen to this, kind of become better at fighting swatting. It is now 11:30. I am way past the time which I need to be on here. So we're going to call it. Oh, look, I got my 1500. Oh, wait, I got to level up. Level up. Yeah, level up. Let's go check out my level up, and then we'll be out. I got my level up for ranting. High five, Chi. Give me a high five. Give me paw. I know you're not a dog, but give me paw. I don't have dogs. Here, I touch your toe beans. That counts. Freaking cats. So we're done for Pride. I'm going to unpride my locker, most likely. The heck is that? That's new. You see something. Oh, it's a store. Item shop. There's some new emote. That. It is another censored emote. Yay. Love not hearing music during emotes. Don't know what's on it. I might get it later if I like it. Excuse me, what did they do to Creed? Why is he bionic? Did I miss a sci-fi version of Creed or something that I don't know about? Do they go that far out in the movie? Or is this just in Fortnite? Every punch I ever thrown has been my own, except for now I have cybernetic arms, so whatever. Can't see me. See, this one's fun. This is shout, dun, 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 shout. But we can't listen to it because of evil corporations and a Republican from, what, Pennsylvania? Remote with friends. This is all I heard. This master of puppets of pulling the string. They're part of the problem, by the way. I love Metallica, but they're one of the ones that overreacted on copyright. Got all this shit started. Oh, what is this? $4.99 Fortnite full clip. Guys, why are y'all still selling these if you just took away our ability to get V-Bucks in that game? That was like the one reason people still went back there. She's cute though. I like her. This is. Oh, actually, let's see if we can look inside her. That'll cool. That sounded different. See if we can inspect items. Let's not do what I said. Oh, this is. This is the lady from the main menu. I wanted her. Oh, she's $15. So this lady is from the main menu area of Save the World. She's like the engineer. She's super cute design. Look at her. Adorable. I like all the smears on her too. Her tattoos are amazing. The Guns and Roses has to be a thing for Guns and Roses. Torn jeans, overalls. I just love the design. Oh, why is it $16? I own fucking Save the World, people. Y'all just stole my V-Bucks. Give them to me for like $10. $5. Fuck. Got a $4 one over here, but this one we already looked at. I'm not too impressed. It is Jules, who's cute. Did they undo her tanning? I feel like they rolled back her tan again. But Jules has a cute face. She likes freckles. I like her. Tattoos, but the tattoos are even the same as far as I can tell. This is just a repainted version of Jules, honestly. Some extra weapons. It does come with like V-Bucks though, which isn't terrible. It comes with 600 V-Bucks, you know, to help you get other things. It's not terrible. But I honestly don't think it's the best funny. The other big ones were here. This is Ciri, the Witcher lady, the Witcher. And right hand of Geralt towards the end. The lovers, I don't know. I haven't played Witcher 3 yet. Is that bad? I do like her sword. Her sword looks like a Kai that's been turned into a sword. It's got like Kai sides. The Kai is a defensive weapon. Those sides are meant to catch blades. So I guess if this is a sword, obviously, it's a very pointy looking broadsword. She could probably stab with it, cut with it, but also if she's doing sword to sword combat, she can slide her sword up, catch the other guy's sword and disarm him. By the way, if you didn't know, I fucking love swords. I think blade play is so much cooler than gunplay. If they had like, I like For Honor, but holy cow, is that challenging? If they had a Fortnite version of stuff with blade with more intricate blade plays, like For Honor meets Fortnite, I would play that more often. But yeah, this is cool. I like this part. I don't know what you're enough to know what the fuck this is, but it's a chicken. This is Yennefer, who might be a love interest, I believe. Is she the one that he humps out a boat in that one scene? And you can mess it up by getting them both really, really drunk? That's someone else. She has a cool freaking necklace. That necklace is weird. Whatever that is inside the necklace looks like it's inside her body. She gets a black crossbow, which is cool. Powerful sorceress who walks her own path. Yennefer's Megascope. Make a close personal connection. I don't know what this is. Let's hit it, see what happens. Oh, I can't hit with it? Can't hit with it. Blackwing, the bird that carries Yennefer's message. Oh no. Yennefer's full name. And honestly, she's freaking pretty. This is a pretty character. She's probably pretty in game too. I wouldn't be surprised. Sorceress. Look how she wants. And she gets kind of pirate wear going on here. Look how tall those fucking boots are. Not terrible. And then they got this. This, I believe, is new, but honestly... Oh, this is Season 8. Season 8, Chapter 1. I don't remember these. Not a baseball fan. Look, it's Jonesy. And this is... starts with an M. Meg? No, that's not right. I don't know what the name does it say. It just says Fossil. These guys are back. Ooh. I thought he was Battle Pass. I guess not. The Spoders. I like these guys too. 2000 isn't bad for both of these. You get Spider Knight. Fallen Hero, part of their acting series. These are also Chapter 1. This is probably some of my favorite Chapter 1s right here. Yeah, I can see where he's a knight. He's got Backbling, which is the Spider Shield. I like hers because between her outfit, her armor, her headpiece, and her backbling, I've mentioned this before, she looks like the villain from City of Heroes and City of Villains. Got a Spider Axe. Spider Axe. Spider Lighter's okay. This time through it was okay. When they remade it into something else, this came out. Another remade version of the Spider Fighter. What's going on here? Get Cuddle Team Leader, which is just her. Also, Chapter 1, Season 2. She might be the one of the oldest on here. Has a bunch of her stuff in it. Sunflower, Infectious Maverick, pretty good. Fast Flex looks cool, but don't know who it belongs to. Infectious I like. This is that underpass meme of the cost freaking out paid off.
Cause I get it, ain't no competition with it, yeah, I get it. Even with that.
Either they forgot to censor that or that's not censored. Nothing really too special down here. Yeah, that's it. It's actually one of the smaller stores I've seen lately. With that, I will bid you adieu. When I come back, we'll do more quests. It'll be rolled over in 6 days. I'll have Gina next week. Where am I at on my thing? Schedule. We're ready to be. I'm almost don't even have things. Today is the 29th. I happen to have today off because I went in until yesterday to cover for somebody. So 6 days, 7 days from now, technically, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thursday. Next Thursday is a rollover. That's why we had so much stuff to do today. I'm off Thursday, so unless my son is up, I'll get up and play. With their son on Thursday or Friday. We'll probably stay up late Wednesday night, technically, or Thursday night. And I always have to get up early for medicine, so likely I will come and play on the morning of one of those mornings. I won't play on one of my work mornings. I will play with him, so we'll play, but I won't play on those mornings. But yeah, that's honestly it. Sorry we had this kind of ranty stuff, unless you like it. Tell me if you like the political stuff. I know I've had some complaints about it, but I like talking politics, honestly. And honestly, it's important. I know a lot of people want to ignore politics, especially kids, but politics are important for us because we're here, guys. And politics run our life, our country, and if we ignore the problems just get bigger. Also, why the heck is she out? Oh, Shuffle's enabled now. So, peace out, guys. I hope y'all have a good last few days of Pride if you're queer like me. If you're an ally, thank you for being an ally. And if you're a Nazi and come across this, if you're anti-queer, if you're racist, ask yourself why. Why are you like that? Why must you hate? Why must you be against something that doesn't hurt anybody? It's just people being themselves. Why do queer kids have to sit in the closet for the rest of their lives? Why?